speaking of characters, you should be getting yours now. And I'm going to send us to... Is it N, the night phase key? I always forget my hotkeys. Night phase, N.
Yeah.
All right.
Begin.
Purple.
Why is my token red?
Why is my token blue?
Listen, if I didn't say it at this point, somebody.
So
would
we've
put
got to pick out...
I was on the evil team.
We've got to announce to the big bad who the king is. We've got to announce to Peter who his big bad is, and Mapak who his minion is. All right, let's just go down. Oh, we got to give Night 1 information. Okay. First, minions. Wake. We're going to wake Ptony. Tell him this is the big bad. And we're going to take K-Max off of that because he's puzzle drunk. We're going to wake Mapak and tell him these are your minions, and just tell him Ptony. Oh, we need to pick bluffs. Alright, our bluff options. I think we give a What do we think will be interesting here? I'm gonna tell... I don't think we give Choir Boy as a bluff because that defeats half of the point of the king. Half of the value of the king. I think we give... Balloonist to obscure the number of outsiders. Obscure the source of the outsiders. We give Shugenja, and we give... What do we think here? Artist? No. Chambermaid is an interesting one. It just becomes a lot of... It's a challenging bluff, but I think they might be up to it if they want it. Alright. These are your minions. These characters are not in play. Chambermaid, yeah. And then... Now we wake Father Mark and ask him if he wants to use his ability as the Philosopher. He can choose a character. If necessary, swap their character token. K-Max. Just include the Magician and the Minion and Demon steps. I guess that's technically interesting. That comes before the info. I may have made a mistake. Hopefully he doesn't pick. This is Banjo-Kazooie music. My stream playlist is a mix of all sorts of good old school games. I would... If Father Mark picks Magician, then I've made a mistake. Balloonist. Okay. So I'm going to mark him as is the Philosopher, make Father Mark the Balloonist. Balloonist wakes almost last night. That's really powerful. I was worried about that, but it's okay. King, we wake the big bad. And let him know that Dave is the king. Number 3. Now we ask him to choose a player. To poison someone. And while we wait for that, we wake Ptony. Character. Show the character tokens of all in-play outsiders. We have a Puzzle Master in play. He poisoned the king. That's interesting. You got that. There's a Puzzle Master. King is poisoned. That's going to do some really interesting things with obscuring the Puzzle Drunk, but it won't really come into play until the last night. The night. Who do we show Frauder? Typically, you show one good and one evil. I think I want to show the king, who we know is poisoned. I'm going to do a little bit of token manipulation as the storyteller. And then I think we pick... For our second option, who do I think is likely think we show K-Max. Usually I feel like you would point to one good, one evil, but I kind of want to break the meta. So we're going to wake Javier. Point to 2 players, K-Max, Dave. And then last, Father Mark wakes. We're going to show him Yenza first. I think that's strong enough as a tool for the balloonist. And I think we're just gonna undeafen and wait. Oh, town's very quiet. Okay.
I would consider a maple syrup pizza. I've had honey on like a thin crust.
Thank you. Are we missing anything else here? Nothing on there.
Then just a little bit of
He only learns things if the dead outnumber the living.
finished cooking. Oh, let me tell you.
Oh,
Good morning, town of Ravenswood Bluff. On this most haunted Catholic raid train evening, you find uncrushed beneath the tracks of the railroad my body. Solve my murder.
Sounds like it was a train. Everyone, we
Yeah, it was a train. It was a conductor.
I was riding the train. They are the guilty party.
Wait, Big Tony's our conductor.
Godfather, there's a puzzle master.
Beautiful. Okay. Do not kill. I'm the leech. Do not kill Dave. He's the king.
Okay.
Right.
I'm not technically clergy yet, but religious, I guess. Or I don't know if you're. Are you technically religious? I don't know. You're diocesan, right?
I'm a diocesan priest,
Yeah.
but people would call me religious.
Okay. You want to do a 3 for 3? Or
I can do a 3 for 3.
okay. I am either the knight, the Shugensha, or the investigator.
I am either
Giving the
king, the balloonist, or the philosopher.
Balloonist. That's a roll. Yeah.
That is a role.
But people think that you're evil. A good player can lie in a hard claim for reasons, but it looks very suspicious. So that's the hard claim if you just want to say who you are. Most of us feel more comfortable doing a 2 for 2 or a 3 for 3, which is I'll give you 3 characters or 2 characters, one of which is my character. Again, you can lie about all of those. It just sometimes looks bad. But
Okay.
Are you comfortable doing a 3 for 3 where we'll give 3 potential characters, one of which is our own? Do you feel comfortable doing that?
Sure. So I just gave you 3 characters?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's interesting to see
Let me know when you're ready.
Dave get king.
I am ready.
Okay.
I want to see what he claims here.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you're good. The magician,
Okay.
the king, and the raven keeper.
King. Ooh, interesting. And Raven Keeper. Okay. I am either the puzzle master, the ogre, or the tinker.
So Jens is just claiming outsider. That makes sense.
Yeah. I just want to let you know that I'm claiming that Yenza got all of my drugs. She talked in the night. I said that if she was evil, that she had to tell me, and she said, "Yes, I'm evil. Are you a drug dealer? If you are, you have to give me free drugs." So that's just how that works, unfortunately.
I am.
Oh my gosh, that is literally what Yenza said. Are you a drug dealer? If you are, you have to give me free drugs.
Do you know what drugs are?
I'm vaguely familiar.
Do you know what ibuprofen
We have
is?
maple syrup. Is that the same thing?
probably tells you that I'm not evil.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead.
We love free
I'll go ahead and
drugs.
point to Ptony. I'm the magician. So hopefully you're not evil.
Magician.
Correct, and that's why I'm saying I'm the finger with the poisoner.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I'm hoping you're not evil. We'll find out. But yeah, that's why I was just like, let's cause a little bit of chaos. It's like, okay.
Oh, I want to follow K-Max everywhere because
I don't know what else to do with
We
it.
need- That's what.
Yeah.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
I don't know what else to do with the magician. It's like I'm the magician now. Yep. I mean,
I don't
if
think
go ahead and
Peter
talk to the
believes him.
magician, The big bad finds out. It's like, oh, that's a worthless kill. Don't have to kill him. So
So you're
instead, it's like,
either- You're either the magician or you're bluffing the magician. That makes
Correct.
sense.
Yeah. I mean, that's true. That's
I
also
mean, he might be bought in. Okay, which makes sense. Like,
Yeah, it's like I've never had the magician before.
Max doesn't know that he's poisoned
I'm going big, baby.
or drunk.
I was like, I'm tempted to ask for your night pings, but like those are not good to share. So
But Peter might have figured out that he's the puzzle drunk.
If I was the knight, then I learned that.
no, don't tell me.
It's a wild claim to go all in on as a bluff. Yeah, that's the thing.
If I was the
Do the meme backward. My drug of choice is weed.
If I was the philosopher, then I chose to become the chambermaid.
Ooh.
How dare you? I can't believe this. I think I'm not the chambermaid.
Chambers are cool.
You didn't actually become the chambermaid, did you?
Did you become the chambermaid?
No.
No, then you have nothing to worry about. Okay.
Okay, fine.
More of my threes. I have
You
one
not-
of my threes.
Have you been doing 2 for 2s? We can do that if you would rather.
That was perfect chaos of, you're not the chambermaid, are you? No.
Sure.
All will be revealed at the end. I am either the Fango or the Poisoner. It's TC Town. This is what we're doing.
It's not Teensy Town.
Yeah, it is.
No, we have 7 players. That is just enough to not have Teensy Town.
I might have played myself. We'll see how this goes.
Wait a minute, are you the magician?
Oh no.
Magician never tells. Yeah. Mayhaps.
Okay. All right. I'll tell you that I'm the minstrel, the raven keeper, or the chambermaid, I guess.
All right. Well, hopefully you're good, then. And I didn't just tell you a bad person. We'll find out. This is the second person now, so I don't know what to do with the magician. So
What do you mean?
You know?
Neither am I, but I'm trying.
Yeah,
I'm like, is K-Max big braining it, and am I capable of big braining
Yeah.
in the same way that K-Max
Got
big
that right,
brains? And I don't know.
And I'm like, I'm worried here. Like, is my information poisoned? I don't know if he is the poisoner. Was I poisoned?
I like that he's done that to 2 people as well, and both of them have been the evil team.
I don't even.
Who didn't know that there was a magician in play because he's puzzle drunk.
Whenever I find myself in times in trouble, Mother Mary,
Okay, thanks, John Lennon.
you're welcome. You're welcome. I also have this handy book called How to Be a Villain, and
I love Father Mark.
Ptony. And
Are you serious? He gave it to you?
I am serious. This is a book that I have. This is Ptony, and I'm wondering if there's certain things I'm gonna try to big brain.
I love Father
the heck
Mark,
out of
too.
this. Like I think K-Max would try to big brain this, and I'm gonna be a thoughtful person.
Welcome
I
back.
can see why people have fun with this game.
Welcome back to town, everyone. I'm going to give you guys a minute to discuss before I open nominations.
Sounds like fun. Okay, so Max, what's going on, buddy?
I'm either the Fangu or the Poisoner. Just go ahead and trust Homestar. He wouldn't hurt anybody. Come on, guys. Yeah.
What?
Maybe the real Fangu or the poisoner is the friend that we made along the way, and maybe that person is K-Max.
Peter nominates K-Max. Are nominations open?
No, I don't think yet.
I'll open nominations now.
All right, I nominate K-Max.
Peter nominates K-Max. Tell us why.
Tell me why.
I mean, I think someone just has to nominate him.
So I don't.
That's really all I got.
You know, I've only shared this with Father Mark. I'm a first night roll, so I guess it really doesn't matter. So I'm gonna go ahead and make my information public, but I'm the knight, and K-Max cannot be the big bad. He was one of the names that was given to me, so he cannot be the Fangu, which he is claiming. So that's probably important information. The other name that came up was Dave. So just plain Dave also did not come up as the big bad. Unless I'm poisoned, that is my information. So
K-Max, do you have any defense that you would like to give?
I am the poisoner.
All right. Need 4 votes to put K-Max on the block, to put your alleged poisoner on the block, starting in 3.
I have to vote. You understand why I have to vote for this, okay?
Yeah, I mean,
A play.
well, we've had, as I said, we've had this conversation, MatPack. As I say, after the whole game is done, we can talk more about why. MatPack knows why. I had a misunderstanding. We'll talk about this more later.
Yeah, but
One vote is not enough.
Which I think is what's going on. So I do also believe that K-Max is good, and he's just playing his role like a really sweet little potato. But that also means in such a small town, we don't have to kill someone for being a sweet little potato.
yeah,
Unless your heart.
I don't like.
Well, in that case, MatPack nominates Clavier.
MatPack nominates Clavier.
just to get me out.
Are you willing to die to prove your information? Yes or no?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm a first night roll. I've already done my job.
All right. Anything else in your defense, Fraudder? Clavier?
I mean, I am good. I mean, so it's not like. But I mean, again, if you needed me to die to prove my point, then sure.
4 votes to put Clavier on the block, starting in 3. Starting with K-Max.
I've already done all my hell. I mean, I've already
really
done all my.
strong, especially in a small town like this. So
Say again, Map.
I said a knight, quote unquote, proving they're big bad in a small town like this is very strong.
Right. Well, we also can keep in mind we have a potential leech. Also, there are other reasons that people's information could be wrong. So
Yeah, I'm not saying mine is authoritative, but that is what I was told. And
yeah.
What's my name?
Any other nominations?
Dashi.
If not, I will be closing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nobody is executed. Nominations are closed. Have a good night.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Sleep, go to sleep, and dream of big pizza.
Alright, we'll be starting off this night by waking up MatPack and letting him choose who to kill. Ptony does not wake because the Godfather does not get their ability. We're killing Father Mark. That's a very good choice. Right, there we go. Might point too strongly, but I think that's a very good choice for evil. I think in that case, nothing else happens. This is gonna be a really fast night. I'm gonna give it 30 seconds or so as we chill here, because I do not want to wake town too fast. Really, there's only one person who was woke tonight, and that was Map. Would have been 2 with Father Mark. But I want to allow for the bluff on a chambermaid or a balloonist. Message Peter. On the bright side, he's invincible. Very true. Just want to see if I can get from Ptony what he's bluffing. I think that's always a good practice where possible. But I think we...
That Hertz Donut has. I don't recommend it more than like once every 6 months.
Oh, he's gonna
Just
write me back
because
first.
I assume the calories in it are insane. I looked on their website. They don't have the calories for the milkshake. They have it for the donuts, but the milkshake specifically takes a donut, puts it into the milkshake, so it's, you know, you have the donut for the milkshake. And then they give you a second donut on top of the milkshake, so you get 2 donuts. Yeah, that's why I'm kind of only wanting to eat vegetables at the moment, because like I've had enough calories, thank you.
Good morning, town. Do you know who had too many donuts last night?
Me?
Father Mark.
Oh, dang!
Oh,
How
Father!
did I raise my hand?
You did it. Do you want to have a chat, please?
He betrayed the pizza, the donuts
really
got
need
him.
to talk to Father Park.
Wait, oh.
Oh, yep.
Hey, so I am the puzzle master. I like coming
I love
out
that he
to you
raised his hand and then was...
because I feel like I can trust you.
That was too good. Also, hi, Father Trekkie.
So I'm the puzzle master. So either a Dashi or a leech is making someone poisoned or drunk, or I'm making someone poisoned or drunk. I'm trying to find. Right? Did I get that right? I like barely read it. I think, yeah. One player is drunk even if you die. If you guess once who it is, you learn the demon player, but guess wrong, you get false info. So I'm trying to find who I made drunk. Yeah, what's up?
So I was the philosopher who turned himself into the balloonist.
Okay.
And then I learned your name. But I don't remember if I learned what kind of player you were. But you just told me you're the puzzle master, and I have no reason to distrust you this time.
That would mean you would have learned an outsider. Also, Ptony. Would he stop being poisoned then? He's claiming puzzle master. Or no, sorry, he's claiming balloonist. Abandoned rules clarification, would he stop being poisoned?
Yes, a philosopher who was poisoning another character when they die, stop making that character drunk.
Okay. All right. I wasn't trusting Peter. I was like, that's a load of bull. But all of a sudden, because he seems to have gotten the same information you did, unless he guessed really well, I believe Peter now. I believe my husband. Our marriage is saved.
Or something like that.
Yeah, Scarlet Woman is always a threat, of course.
Yeah.
So.
Scarlet Woman is not always a threat. This is such a small town.
In the script, Leech, Nodashi.
Yeah.
Vigor Mortis, Eden, Poisoner. Yeah, like Puzzle Master. There's even an innkeeper for a little bit of townsfolk drunkenness.
Yeah.
There's just a lot. So.
I mean, my information could be totally bogus, but that's what I got. So.
Yeah, fair. So
this is risky of Map Hack to be talking about because
I might be poisoned.
Clavier is clearing Dave.
One of you is lying.
Yeah. Okay.
Which would be another reason for me to execute you too.
Yeah.
Yenza. We're Magician, King, and Raven's Keeper.
Oh, interesting.
And okay.
I find that interesting. Okay, so the timing on that does reveal to Map Hack
Is it a good thing if I
in standard order.
This is the thing. I need to talk to Abandon. Maybe I just ask him straight up so he like tells me the rules about it. But oh hey.
Hey.
I have a question about my my person.
Do you
Okay.
want me to dip
Yeah,
out?
I'll have to have Peter dip out if you're asking for clarification about your role.
Why?
Okay. So I'm the king.
Yep.
So since I'm the king, the big bad knows who I am.
Yes.
Correct, if I'm reading that correctly? Okay. So would it be in my best interest, just as a new player, to like reveal that to people since they already know who I am?
Yeah, it's typically it's reasonable to announce that to town because the evil team will know who you are, the big bad knows who you are, and they'll presumably have shared that to their team members.
Okay. So at the next town's meeting, maybe I'll tell people that I am the king.
Yeah, so you can be comfortable telling other people because it's not revealing anything that that you would want to be hiding.
And so I'll know. So it says each night, if the dead equal or outnumber the living, you will learn one alive character. Okay. So as far as learning what that character is, I get to know what they are. Is what that's telling me?
Yeah, so you don't learn who they are, but like let's say when the only time that the dead will outnumber the living in this town is when there's only 3 players left alive. So if you're alive for that, you will learn, let's say that you might learn what role the big bad is. Which of the 4, Leech, Nodashi, Vigor Mortis, and Pengu they are, or something similar to that. You'll learn one of the other living players' characters.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know. All right. Thanks.
Yep.
Go home and sleep. Wait.
Like, can I go?
To play him honestly, so I thought I was doing something smart, and
Right.
obviously wasn't the case. But I mean, I'm at least trying instead of I don't know what to do.
Cool.
Yeah.
Like it's somewhat
Hope
plausible.
I explained that well.
The big bad probably wouldn't do a play like you did, but a minion who feels like they can sacrifice being outed so that they can could do that double bluff between magician and minion. Yeah, no, I think our evil teams tend to be quieter is all. But yeah, no,
yeah.
I think it was a worthy pass. I just don't think it happened out this time.
Yeah, which makes sense.
That up. So I'm
Have
having
a day for 5 minutes. I'm gonna set a minute timer.
narrowing.
Okay.
I'm also an outsider.
You're an outsider.
Yes, I am.
That changes things for me. Okay.
Well, doesn't it just?
Yeah. So
Who are you and what does your daddy do? If I got the quote right. Kindergarten Cop.
I've never seen that movie.
Oh.
You
did not
coming
get
as
that
an
quote.
outsider is so weird to me. Are you?
Why? What world were you fabricating?
I'm not fabricating anything. I'm the chambermaid, and I got a 1 on you and Clavier. So one of you woke last night.
What's to make me believe you?
What's to make me believe you?
Oh, honey, abandoned. I choose map pack.
You have to do that in a private chat,
I'll
but
talk to you later.
Would you
Bye.
like To talk.
Yes.
I choose map pack.
you choose map hack. All right. You learn Peter.
All right, thank you.
Perfectly timed bell there.
Right of you.
All right, I have information to share.
right.
To share. I am the puzzle master. Map hack. Can I share your information, or would you
I
rather?
had to think about that. I had to think about who I would point, but that has directed away from Dave, who we know
So I chose
isn't.
map hack.
I maybe should have pointed toward Clavier, but
And he gave
Might not
me.
have been the best choice because I just confirmed with Dave that my first night of information was correct.
Wait, Puzzle Master doesn't choose to make somebody drunk.
No, but I chose that it was map.
Oh, you
hack
guessed.
that I-
You
yeah.
guessed. I see.
Yeah.
So if you're, that's
think this works.
drunkenness. If I understand, drunkenness
It could be
doesn't mean
right.
Your ability always misfires,
That's
right?
true.
So the information that you gave me does not line up, and I could be wrong. I'm trusting Clavier to be who he says he is, unless Mapac and Dave are evil people, which could be. I don't know. I'm working out worlds. I don't think that Peter is evil. So here's the thing. I think I did guess wrong. So I guessed that Mapac is the person I made drunk, and Abandon gave me the name Peter, and I'm like, that doesn't sound right? Question mark. Peter was reading really sus to me, but I heard somebody who gave me information that made me feel like I could trust him a little bit more. So we could execute Peter if we want to clear out that world, but I'm starting to think that Mapac and just Dave are an evil team.
I'm looking at you and Clavier.
I'm looking at you.
oh, this is too good.
Justin.
I got some information.
Okay.
Nominations are open for the record now.
So I
I'm
talked to
deceased.
Clavier, and his information lined up with mine.
Shins is externally
He said
processing.
that he was the knight, and that I was one of the 2 people, if I'm reading this correctly, that are not the demon or the big bad,
Uh-huh.
and I am in fact the king. So the big bads already know who I am, and Clavier had the right information at the beginning. So I am the king.
Dave,
Unless
how
he's the
do-
one I made drunk.
So two things. Number one,
You're right.
Clavier, his other ping might have been the big bad or a minion,
True.
right? Like
Well,
just because it's
either
big bad doesn't
might-
mean that
they're-
they're good. A.
Yeah, it just means
Second
they're
of
not the
all,
big bad.
can you see the power of a world where, say, you are actually the big bad claiming king, so you last until the end of the game, and you get your minion to claim knight, so that they confirm you as not the big bad.
That would make a lot of sense if I actually knew how to play this game.
Let's
So
not.
that's why I would love to get Clavier executed, just so that I can trust his information a little bit more. Also, information that I've received indicates that either Yenza or Clavier might not be telling the truth.
Yeah, that's why I thought you were drunk.
I don't think that.
I'm living in Yenza's world right now. But
Okay, fine. I'll come out with my information. Whatever. Yenza, you win.
I won! I did it, everyone! Take note.
Yenza won. So I'm the chambermaid. On the first night, I checked Dave and Ptony, and I got a 1. Based off of Ptony's tentative 3 for 3s and Dave's claim as king, which I just learned today, my information was correct. One of them woke in the night. Last night, I checked Clavier and Yenza, and I got a 1, which indicates that one of them woke last night. But if Yenza's the puzzle master and Clavier is the knight, then that's not true. So either I'm poisoned, I'm drunk from Yenza's ability, if that is in fact what she is, or I'm evil, I suppose, in some people's eyes.
Giving Peter the balloonist.
Or one of
Could
them's
be a-
lying.
There could also be a poisoner at play.
They're not even thinking about other reasons that there could be an
We
evil
haven't seen any devil's advocate.
outsider in play.
We wouldn't know about a Scarlet Woman.
Are there any nominations? Because I'm going to be closing nominations. Just day is getting long. Matt Pack nominates Clavier. Tell us why.
I would just love to be able to trust the night information more. Like, that is the main reason why I'm making this nomination. The idea that Dave and K-Max both might be evil, or one of them might be evil, or the big bad, and the night information is just covering for that is kind of terrifying. So I'd really rather try and solidify that information as much as possible.
Clavier, your defense.
This is a small town. I am one of the few reliably good characters in the game right now. I understand needing to trust my information. I get it. If you execute me, I will not be upset. I've done my job. But that will be one less good person in your town, and it will give evil an advantage. So that is why you shouldn't kill me.
All right, 3 votes to put Clavier on the block, starting in 3 seconds.
What were your names again, Clavier?
Max and Dave.
Oh, how did I turn my camera off?
Okay.
What button was that?
I would like to sell a second, third world that we're not really talking about.
3 votes is enough.
Is a bit of a, what is it called, wild hair? But
Sure.
I had a conversation with Ptony where we did some role swaps, and I think it was probably really obvious to him, especially the part where I was like, I think you're lying, that he caught on that I thought he was lying. So if he is actually the big bad, he could have gone to his minion, Father Mark, and said, here is what I want you to claim. Here's what I want you to tell Yenza when she comes to talk to you. Ever in general. So Father Mark being dead, he killed his own minion in the night and gave his minion a story to sell his own world. I'm not buying it myself. That's,
All right.
that's a far
Closing nominations in 5.
I
4.
can't nominate as a good person.
Claudia nominates Matt Pack.
Frauder nominates Matt Pack. Tell us why.
Part of this is because I just don't want to die, and part of this is because I'm living in Yenza's world. I think she already presented that to everybody. I don't think that... I don't know. This information's been really strange. This has been a very interesting small town game. A lot has happened in one round.
And abandoned blushes.
Matt Pack, your defense?
I'm the chambermaid. Tonight I can get another night of information, assuming I don't die. This is very much not a good kill. Yeah, like, maybe you don't buy my world, I don't know, but I would just, like, I think it really is in town's best interest to ensure that we can trust our night information.
All right, 3 votes to tie and take Clavier off the block, 4 votes to put Matt Pack on the block, starting in 3, starting with Yenza.
I will clue this world for Matt Pack, who I will clearly turn on.
I'm not wasting my dead vote.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I would vote for this if I was alive.
Yes.
1 vote is not enough.
Don't worry, I'll turn on him tomorrow, Father Mark. I got you.
Closing nominations in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Clavier is executed and dies. Good night, town. Okay, that was really interesting. I was really worried that they were gonna, I was really concerned that they were going to, I forget if cameras are visible at night, for Storyteller. I was really worried they were gonna put Matt Pack on the block and then find out that he was either DA protected, messing with town's information, or was the leech. Like, those are the only 2 roles that could survive an execution, which is a deliberate thing on how I made this script. Because if it's DA protected, they'd maybe execute him a second time and then find out that he's a leech, but that would be wasting 2 executions and giving Evil a time to catch up. So there's some juggling there. There's a little bit of whispering that's been going on between Max and Father Mark. Mark sus fair, saw the notification with all not going through. I'm willing to next round though. Makes enough sense at the time. I just want to make sure. All right, we're gonna wake map. Make a choice. Noah, the outsider did not get executed, so he's good. Dead does not outnumber the living, so he's good. Max dies. Oh, I don't know if I expected that. In fact, I don't think I expected that. But I guess if they get it down, oh, this could be a really quick win in a minute. If they, for whatever reason, execute Yenza tomorrow, that could be a really fast win for Evil. I don't think they'll do that. I think they'll try to execute Map, find out that he's the leech, they'll kill Yenza or Peter, and then it'll be down to town to figure it out. They probably skip. That's also true. They probably skip tomorrow. All right, we wake town and kill K-Max. Let's just listen.
Junior.
Junior.
Get a little bit of context here.
I hardly know her.
Oh no.
Wait.
Do you know who else hardly knows her? K-Max.
What?
Aw. Okay. Well, there goes our theory.
My theory is that
Yes.
there's 2 good and 2 bad players left alive.
Yeah,
That's true.
I think so.
That-
I think
That I do agree with.
I don't know. My world is
It's
Matt
either
has to
that or
tell me-
bigger.
My world
Matt-
is Yen. I think Abannon made it Yenza and Peter.
Oh.
No,
That would be great.
it's
I think
Matt
you-
I like how Matpack is pairing basically him and Dave versus Peter and Yenza. It's a fun social play.
Matt Pack and somebody.
We
Yeah, I
should
do too.
definitely not nominate today and see who dies. I think it's Dave and Matt Pack. Matt Pack is helping Dave. Either one is the minion or one is the big bad. And I'm
Here's the thing. You already know that I'm the king.
Yes.
So okay, I need to know what the benefit is.
Dave trusts Peter, and Dave is starting to maybe trust Map.
So basically, I wanted to ensure that you are actually not the big bad. You might still be a minion from my perspective, but given our execution, you're not the big bad.
Very good.
I generally think
I don't think that works that way that he's arguing, but it's a good argument.
And
And you said you're what
it
again?
would seem that the big bad believes the same because they killed one of the Night Things last night.
Because you're the
Give it 3 minutes.
The chambermaid, correct. And I chose you and Yenza last night, and if you're the king, you shouldn't have woken, right?
Exactly.
Right. And I still got a 1, which means Yenza's lying about her role. She shouldn't be waking
Yeah.
tonight.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm pretty sure it's Yenza and Peter.
I agree.
So yeah, he's bought into it.
Today
Don't kill Peter!
Yeah, Map is making a few convincing not so convincing things. It's interesting.
the problem is we could
But
get it
they're-
wrong, and if we get it wrong, 'cause aiming for an innocent person.
He's doing a really good job at painting the two sides up. Basically, the two halves of the remaining living players.
for them right now and see if they don't die.
But Yenza's buying into that as well.
If we
But
get this wrong, that's the thing. If we get the minion, then we lose, and if we don't get the leech, yeah.
That's true.
I mean, either way, if we try to kill today, we are looking for a big bad.
Father Mark, I need to touch base with you.
Sure. Hit me up.
Before you
So I'm the real balloonist, which means that night 1 I was drunk because you became philosopher balloonist night 1.
I feel bad for Peter being made
So my
evil.
drunk info was night 1. My drunk info was
Because he told me very explicitly, he was like, I don't know if I have it in me to be evil, but he's doing good.
because it feels weird to me that storyteller would give me my
I
outside.
feel bad that I root for evil in this game more often, I think.
So I'm trying to figure out.
And I think that's just because evil has like a downside, like a losing record in
Well,
this circle of people.
you know me and this game.
Pretty much always root for evil, yeah. It's kind of fun to see them eke it out.
I don't know. I'm already out of my depth.
Yeah.
Our towns are more geared toward good winning, yeah, exactly. Like, evil tends to be quieter.
Abandon gave you Yenza, then
I'll also give you my other 2 names. It's been Clavier and K-Max, which means, like, to my knowledge, those 2 have been sober information, and we're saying they're both townsfolk. So, like, that doesn't add up to me.
well, I mean, there's a
That's
certain world.
good information from Peter. All right, we got like 30 seconds left.
maybe
15
you're
seconds.
not actually the
Went for Map Hack yesterday.
I don't see.
Yeah, that's
I was like, I don't know why you guys went along with that. I was like, he was obviously trying.
me, Feeble, and MapHack tend to play evil a little bit louder, and it's really strong. Yeah.
Understand why that.
And I think that's why this evil is doing a good job here. Because even Peter's being talkative as evil.
That world, but I think it's become more obvious to me, at least, that it's
Yeah.
either Dave or Map Hack. We just don't know which. So,
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
But
Good talk.
yeah, I don't know which one are we pushing.
I think we're gonna just. I think we're gonna let it go because they want to.
It's going to be really interesting here. Because they're going to let it go, and then they're not going to find out that MapHack's a leech. And he's going to leave his leech host alive.
I don't think Peter successfully convinced me that he is his role.
I mean, all right. Well,
It's
whatever.
always it's always a challenge there.
I think it's Yenza and
Sorry.
Peter.
Your mom.
Your mom.
Who? What? And I heard your mom, and I was like,
Father Mark, I think
I
it's
love
Peter
my
and
mother.
Yenza.
Welcome back, town. I'm going to open nominations now if you would like to. I know that we're on 4, and I've heard discussion of
We
not
don't nominate today.
executing today, so I'll leave it open for a minute to
Those are the
discuss.
final 3.
I think
I
that
honestly, like, I'm agreeing with Yenza. I'd love to see somebody nominate MapHack, just to see if he actually can die.
I think I
Could die, trust me, and
I think
we'll
I want to
lose.
move off of that. I think I would like to. I agree with Map Hack that we should definitely let this go to nominations. I don't think that's a good idea.
I honestly, my read of MapHack was kind of sus, and my read of Peter just now was kind of like, kind of sus.
Right.
And so my worldview is that one of those two is either receiving false information because they are puzzle drunk, and the other one is actually the big bad. And I'm not quite sure.
Yeah. No, I get that. I trust Peter fully. I don't think he's someone we have to worry about. But
I'm
I
gonna
do agree
close-
that we should just.
Nominations and end the day in 5? Sorry, didn't want to interrupt, but
No, yeah, you're good. That's it.
all right. Nobody is executed. Therefore, nobody dies.
That was me holding back a laugh.
All right, this is going to be a real. I'm curious as to who MapHack picks here. I really love the little message between Yenza, the outsider, and Peter, the minion. We're letting them push on us so that they kill their minion in the night. And MapHack's either going to kill Yenza or Peter, which is just going to be like, if I were MapHack and really trying to push this, I would actually kill Peter and push Yenza as the big bad. But I'll see what MapHack does. He is the last. Oh. He's choosing Yenza. Makes sense. I think that's the more reasonable play. King, I believe now, dead outnumber the living at this point. Yeah, because King's at the bottom of the list. So we're gonna wake. Do we tell him the leech? Town does not know that there's a leech. I think that's really valuable information. But he's poisoned, so we don't tell him the leech. Oh. Poisoned King is rough. This is a challenging one. Do I tell them that there's the wrong big bad in play? It's specifically a living player, yes. Thought so. So the living players are Godfather, Leech, and King. We don't tell him King, obviously, anyway. I don't think they know anything about the minions. They're so bought into the balloonist world. I think we sell Peter's story. I think we sell Peter's story. In doing so, we make him look sober. Is that too strong for evil? Poisoner, let them know that that's in play. Oh, that there's a poisoning in play? I'm thinking maybe no Dashi. And that might point town toward Dave being poisoned by an Odashi, and it either being Peter or Map. And if it's Map, then it's obvious that it's poisoning them, and if it's Peter, then Map is the minion. Because I don't think they think that a minion's dead, which they are right. So I'm giving them that opportunity. I'm trying to think about what's least punishing for good, while also not at all punishing for evil and helps evil out, because that's the whole point of poisoning. I mean, you could give him good information and say that the leech is in play. But that's the only information that he's going to learn, and that's true information, and that's weird with a leech host. This is the hardest poisoning choice I've ever had to make. I think I'm going to point toward Balloonist. I think I've got to not let go too long. Saying that he's the Balloonist proves Peter good and makes him look sober. If town figures out and has too much suspicion on him, then they're like, well, maybe Peter's not the Balloonist. Or because the thing with evil is they've both been also very outspoken at what role they are. Yeah, we send Balloonist. Let me listen in.
Probably in literature.
Okay.
Abandon, you be the only person that just saw that. My cat was chewing on my cord, just so
Literature,
chat knows what was going on with that.
Literature.
Passion.
Oh wow, all the way.
The theater. Whatever happened to the theater?
Right, there you go. It is there.
Ptony Casper.
Go to the theater.
I'm just waiting to see.
Jesus Never Lived is really good too. The Suffering
It means
God
that night info is sent, but I don't know if it has been received yet or seen.
Home, fancy, sea, breath, eternally. Ooh, flesh, dream.
I'll just wait, Dave.
Fancy free. Sorry.
The Truth of May is nice. I love The Truth of May. That's a good one.
I should actually pull up Ed Growlin's poem, like, as I am so enamored with the Raven and the way it.
Hello?
Hello. Sorry, I wasn't sure if you had seen the information I sent. I just wanted to confirm that you saw that the Balloonist is in play and alive.
Okay.
Right.
Wait, so why did I get that information?
Because you are the king, and the dead equal or outnumber the living.
Oh, very good. Okay, good. All right. Thanks.
Father, friend of man, has made thee but a chance, a sudden chance that happened blindly in the dance of atoms that is past, they say. Well, let them say, these bearded gray, blind fools with spectacles and goggling eyes, glued to their books that seek the living mid the dead, the dust of theories they have read, and weave great lies to cheat the souls of May.
Do you know what else they say? Yenza died in the night.
Ooh.
Oh!
Dave, let's chat.
Yenza, you said.
You guys want to chat?
Okay.
Bring Father
This
Mark
is-
in. We need to bring Father Mark in.
Yeah, I'm on board.
Genza and Peter last night, and I got a 2, which means they
Ooh.
both woke. So I think
Okay.
Genza was the minion, and they may be just doing that to like induce everyone else to vote for me or you. Probably me.
Interesting.
Dave might realize that he's
Okay.
poisoned with that Balloonist information.
I actually got a ping last night from Ben.
Yeah, because the dead outnumber the living. Or
Yes.
equal to. you
And they said, or he said that the Balloonist was in play. So that's interesting that I got that information, because either you are lying or one of the other two are, well, you would have to be lying because one of the other two.
Please don't turn on me. You're like the one support.
I'm very curious to see
This
what
is actually going to work really well for Map Hack, though, because they're going to
or Dave would kill the other,
try to kill
their
him.
own minion to make it look
Because
like
we were
Peter
both
and
looking
I are on the
suspicious.
same team. And so if their own minion dies, then we can kill them. But we're still stuck. We think it might
I'm only
be
going to give them a minute, and then I'm going to run
Hack is the
night
Nodashi,
or
and he
final day a little bit
poisoned
differently.
you, or Dave is the Nodashi and he poisoned you too. It would have gone through me because it would have gone through their.
I'm gonna
own
run. I
minion,
like the
and
way
it would have
that
gone
some
through
people
the
do
outsider.
of
So I think because you were the balloon.
Final day goes.
Grace is
You have a
not
minute
talking
of
to
town
you.
time to discuss.
Because
minute
you were
of
the
time.
fellow balloonist, you would have made Peter drunk, but you two both got the same information.
For
which could have been
only living players to talk unless
you guys
asked.
off. But,
And a
because
minute
you guys both
of
got the same information,
only
Peter's finally
nominations.
drunk, we're thinking it's an Odashi game, but that still brings us to the problem of a 50-50. I feel like we push on Dave first, see what Matt Pack's reaction is, and then pivot from there. Like nobody votes until we.
Yeah. I don't know if Yenza played us or what happened here. Unless, jeez, I don't know.
Well, as I say, either way, we'll find out here basically in 2 minutes. So
Whatever gamble she made us take, we shouldn't have done.
It's a different question altogether.
Oh no.
wow,
This is a mess.
No, you're a mess.
Thanks.
Abandon if the big bad. If the big bad doesn't come back to town, can we win on? Oh no, never mind.
Father
All right.
Founder always said that we make our lives one never-ending mess, but I like to say my life is one never-ending mess.
All right, Town. I'm going to run final day a little bit differently than how Peter usually runs it. Going to give you guys 3 minutes total. Nominations are open starting now. For the first minute, anyone can talk and spread your information. Second minute, only living players can talk unless specifically asked for clarification on information, etc. Final minute, just nominations.
Can we start with round robin, guys? Everyone just claim your role real quick, like 5 seconds.
Night.
Yeah, Claudia,
Yeah.
start.
Night.
And information.
Oh, Night, Max, and Dave are not big bad.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, Max,
Hey
over
Max,
you.
your turn.
I had an internet blip there for the moment. What's up?
Round robin.
Say your role and your information.
Oh, as the magician, I was told from actually. What's your other balloonist information, Ptony?
No. We're doing you first. Mark, your turn.
Just go quickly.
Mark, your turn.
I was the philosopher who turned into a balloonist.
Just Dave, your turn.
King, you guys already know.
Yay.
But you got information last night, right?
I did.
And what was it?
We'll get there when we get there.
Matt Pack, Chambermaid, Night 1, Ptony and Dave got a 1. Night 2, Clavier, Yenza got a 1. Night 3, Dave and Yenza got a 1. Night 4, Yenza and Ptony got a 2.
Interesting. Puzzle Master. Thing.
Guess Matt Pack.
I guess Matt Pack. Yeah.
What name did you learn?
Peter. But I also believe I guessed wrong.
Interesting.
Unless you want to say that you don't have sober information. Would you like to talk about that, Matt Pack?
We haven't got to Peter yet.
I am the balloonist. Night 1, I got Yenza. Night 2, I got Clavier. Night 3, I got K-Max. Last night, I got myself. So I'm pretty sure I'm poisoned or drunk.
Yeah.
So you're trying to frame me with a Nodashi then, basically.
You or Dave. Maybe.
I don't think it's a Nodashi, but
Well, so if it were a Nodashi, then my poison would go to Dave and then extend through to Peter, in theory.
Yeah.
All right, now I would like to ask that discussions are started only by living players unless they ask a dead player.
But you said nominations are open.
Yeah, nominations have been open.
Dave, did you want to share your information in a nomination?
Sure.
Okay, if everyone feels like they've shared everything. Then
Okay. So last night, like I said, I'm the king. So last night was the first night, if I'm correct, that I got information, obviously. And I got a ping for the balloonist being alive, and Peter is the only one that has claimed to be the balloonist. So that's pretty, I feel like that's pretty telling to be accurate if he's the only one that's claimed to be the balloonist, and nobody else has claimed that.
Mark claimed balloonist.
So, well, I guess
he was the philosopher, is what he
but
told
he's
me.
dead.
do you want?
But he's dead.
So
right?
he was
So
the
who do you wanna
philosopher who
nominate?
became the balloonist.
Dave, who do you want to nominate then?
I really hate to do this,
Oh, please,
but
please, I beg you.
I'm gonna claim Matt Pack.
All right, so you're going to nominate Matt Pack?
Yeah, I'm gonna nominate Matt Pack.
Tell us why if you have any additional info, or
I don't have any other additional info, but that the confirmation of Peter telling me that, or telling us that he was the balloonist is pretty telling.
right, and Matt Pack, your defense.
You chose poorly.
Anything else? All right. 2 votes to put Map Hack on the block, starting with Yenza.
Why is Matt Pack voting for himself?
Oh, fair point.
I think he's the minion. I think the big bad is still out there.
I
One
think
vote is not enough.
but
Any further nominations?
I nominate myself.
Peter nominates himself. Tell us why.
Nope. This is.
Come on, it's Peter!
You shouldn't have trusted him.
It should be. It'll be. I think I have proved my merit tonight, and I feel good about it. That's all.
Peter?
Peter, your defense?
I am the balloonist that is clearly Nodashi drunk, and Map Hack has to be the Nodashi because Dave. There's a Gardner in play. Dave wouldn't be the big bad. That's all.
All right, 2 votes to put Peter on the block, starting with Clavier.
Peter, don't lock your door. Peter, just right now, I need you to be safe, but also I'm going to come in there for a second.
Oh, good game, Evil. Good
I
game.
really not gloating. Not
3
not
votes
gloating.
is enough. Peter's on the.
Game, but like not revealing it till the Grimoire reveal. But there is something fun about.
Oh no, that was very.
Map Hack, would you like to nominate?
No, I'm okay, thanks.
All right, then Peter is executed and dies. I'm trying very hard to click it. And congratulations go to
Evil team.
the evil team. That would be correct.
Dang, bro.
Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I realized I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
All along.
So where are we starting here? Let's start with
K-Max.
K-Max.
The poisoner or
The poisoner. No, wait. The Fangu. No, he was the magician, as he said the whole time. The thing is, you had a puzzle master in play who made K-Max puzzle drunk, and so he never registered to evil as the magician. No.
4 more years. 4 more years.
As you may have surmised by Ptony's death, and K-Max's refusal to nominate, or Map Hack was the leech, who learned on the very first night that Dave was the king, and chose to poison Dave the king.
Oh, wow.
Clavier astutely learned night 1 that K-Max and Dave were, in fact, not the demon, not the big bad. They were both townsfolk.
Wait. I have a question then. We can get to it at the end.
And Father Mark correctly was the philosopher who made the balloonist, Godfather, puzzle drunk.
Right.
Or
Okay.
not drunk.
You can unlock your door now. Everything's gonna be fine. Coming over.
Never mind.
Come over there.
I think there's a Godfather. I'm
you
scared.
were so obvious the whole time. I was like, "There's no way you're the big bad," because you were so obviously evil. That's why I didn't even. I
So as the leech, it didn't really matter, did it?
No, I was convinced they were gonna find you out when you had nominated Clavier and then he counter-nominated you. I was like, they might push on this, and it was gonna be fine, but.
I was sweating by the end there.
Yeah.
Goodness.
I was going to ghost vote for Map Hack at the end.
Everyone say goodbye,
YouTube! Bye, YouTube!